Today, we've got an amazing story to tell about one of the most valuable coins out there, the 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel. This hidden gem has been making waves in the world of numismatics with its unbelievable market value of $4.2 million. But what makes this coin so special, and how did it end up being worth a fortune? Stick around, because you're about to find out. Let's start with a little history lesson. The wheat Jefferson nickel, produced in 1989 at the Philadelphia Mint, wasn't your typical nickel. While most Jefferson nickels feature a standard design with Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, the 1989 Pee-wee nickel is unique for one simple reason. It carries an error that makes it extraordinarily rare and valuable. At the time, the U.S. Mint had been producing large quantities of coins. But something went wrong during the minting process for certain 1989 P. Jefferson nickels. You see, some of these coins accidentally received the wheat penny design elements, a unique feature more commonly found on pennies minted during the early to mid-1900s. These wheat designs on a nickel? Absolutely unheard of. While the error might seem subtle, the presence of wheat-like features on the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel makes it stand out. These unexpected details, when discovered, sparked a frenzy among collectors and treasure hunters looking for this rare piece of history. So, why is this coin worth a staggering $4.2 million? Well, the answer lies in rarity and demand. As you might imagine, mint errors like this one are extremely uncommon. Only a handful of these wheat Jefferson nickels exist, and most of them are locked away in private collections or institutional safes. Over time, collectors have become increasingly aware of its rarity. The value skyrocketed when the first 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $4.2 million, setting a new benchmark for error coins in the numismatic world. These coins are now some of the most sought-after pieces of numismatic history, with every new sale pushing the value even higher. So, if you're lucky enough to find one of these hidden treasures in your coin jar, you could be holding a $4.2 million coin in your hands. Now, let's talk about how you can identify this incredibly rare coin. It's important to know what to look for if you want to spot a 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel in your collection. First, check the date on the obverse side of the coin. It should read 1989, and the mint mark P will be located just below the date. That's a key indicator that it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, look closely at the reverse. Unlike a regular Jefferson nickel, the 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel features wheat-like lines or slight variations that resemble the famous wheat stalks you typically see on the reverse of a 1909 penny. This detail is subtle but crucial for identifying the error. It's also worth checking for any other anomalies, such as irregularities in the minting process, that might indicate this coin was part of a small batch affected by the error. If you find one, congratulations, you may just have a fortune in your hands. Now, let's talk about the market for the 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel. As of today, these coins are still fetching unbelievable prices at auction. The less-known sale of a 1989 Pee-wee nickel reached an astonishing $4.2 million, and experts predict that the value could continue to rise as more collectors become aware of its rarity. Why is this coin so highly valued? The rarity is certainly one factor, but it's also a matter of demand. There's a passionate community of coin collectors and investors who are always on the lookout for unique and valuable coins like the 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel. As the supply dwindles, and fewer of these coins are discovered, the value will likely continue to climb. So, how can you get your hands on one of these rare coins? Well, you might have to do some serious hunting. These coins are incredibly rare, but it's still possible to find them at estate sales, coin shows, or even in your own coin jar if you've got a sharp eye. If you happen to find a 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel, be sure to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Proper grading is crucial to ensuring that your coin is recognized for its true value. And if you do end up with one of these rare coins, don't forget to consult with a trusted coin dealer or auction house. They can help you find the best way to sell it and get top dollar for your rare find. To sum it up, the 1989 Pee-wee Jefferson nickel is one of the rarest and most valuable coins in existence today, with a market value of up to $4.2 million. It's a true treasure that any coin collector would be lucky to own. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection, keep an eye out for this hidden gem. You never know what could be hiding in your collection. Thanks for tuning in, coin enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting discovery like this one. And, as always, happy hunting. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a truly incredible coin, the wheat Jefferson nickel from 1999p, which is not just rare but could also be worth a jaw-dropping 4.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. If you're a fan of rare coins, this is one you won't want to miss. So, let's get started. Let's start with the basics. The 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel might not seem special at first glance, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. You see, this nickel was part of the famous Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. The reverse, however, traditionally shows his home, Monticello. But in 1999, something happened that would make one specific coin very valuable. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. In 1999, the U.S. Mint mistakenly produced a small number of Jefferson nickels with a unique error. These coins were supposed to feature the traditional Monticello design on the reverse, but instead, they were struck with a wheat ears design, a mistake that was only discovered later. This wheat Jefferson nickel, as it came to be called, is a one-of-a-kind error, and that makes it extremely valuable. But how did this happen? The error can be traced back to a transition period at the U.S. Mint. During the late 1990s, the Mint was experimenting with new designs to update the coinage, including changing the reverse design of the Jefferson nickel. The wheat design, commonly associated with the wheat penny, was mistakenly used on some 1999 nickels. While this was clearly not intentional, it resulted in a very rare and highly sought-after coin. So, what makes the 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel so valuable? The rarity of this coin is the main factor driving its price. Only a handful of these coins were ever produced, and very few have survived in circulation. This rarity is what makes the coin so valuable. Some experts estimate that there are fewer than 100 known examples of this error in existence. As with all rare coins, the value can fluctuate, but the current market value of this coin is an astounding $4.4 million. Let's talk about the market value. As of today, the 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel can fetch up to 4.4 million at auction, depending on its condition. The coin's high price tag is due not only to its rarity but also to its rare status. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history, and this coin is certainly that. Now, you might be wondering, how can I find one of these rare coins? If you're going through your change or looking at coins in your collection, there are a few things to watch for. First, make sure the coin has the wheat design on the reverse. The mistake happened at the Mint, so any 1999p nickel with the wheat ears design is a potential gem. But remember, these coins are rare, so don't expect to find one just lying around. The discovery of the 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel had a major impact on the world of numismatics, the study or collection of currency. It sparked a frenzy of interest in error coins and became one of the most talked about coins in recent history. Collectors all over the world began searching for this elusive coin, and as more were discovered, the price skyrocketed. Today, owning a 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel isn't just about having a rare coin, it's a symbol of being at the forefront of numismatic history. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins, you might be thinking about selling it. You'll want to make sure it's properly authenticated, as counterfeits can sometimes pop up. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can provide certification for your coin. Once graded, you can look to auction houses or coin dealers who specialize in rare coins to get the best value. So, to sum it up, the 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel is one of the most valuable error coins ever to come from the U.S. Mint, with a current market value of around 4.4 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. If you want to stay updated on more incredible finds like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below if you ever stumbled upon a rare coin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you think you've seen it all in the world of rare coins, think again. Today, we're diving into a hidden gem, the wheat Jefferson nickel from 1999p, a coin that could be sitting in your collection, or maybe even in your change jar, worth a staggering 4.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we explore the incredible history and value of this elusive coin. To understand the value of the 1999p wheat Jefferson nickel, we first need to dive into the history of the Jefferson nickel. Struck for the first time in 1938, this 5-cent coin features Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Designed by Felix Schlatt, the nickel has gone through various redesigns over the years, but it's the rare varieties that have intrigued collectors. Now, let's talk about the 1999p Jefferson nickel. Most 200D nickels you'll find are common, but this particular coin has a very unique history. In 20002, the U.S. Mint struck millions of these nickels, but due to a rare error, a limited number of them were released into circulation. These coins featured an unusual defect on the obverse, giving them a distinctive appearance. Collectors started noticing something strange. These nickels weren't just your average 5-cent coins. They were different. What makes the 200D Jefferson nickel so valuable is the very same defect that makes it so rare. The coin's reverse features a faint but unmistakable weight motif, a feature that wasn't intended to be there. The design defect was so subtle that it went unnoticed by most people, but not by dedicated coin collectors. They soon realized that these coins, with the wheat design on the reverse, were an anomaly, and their value began to soar. Now, let's talk numbers. When collectors first started catching wind of the 200D Jefferson nickel, the market was skeptical. But as more examples surfaced and experts confirmed the rarity of the coin, the value began to skyrocket. In recent years, this coin has been sold at auctions for mind-blowing amounts. The highest recorded sale, a jaw-dropping $4.5 million for a perfectly preserved example. So, why is this coin worth so much? First off, rarity plays a huge role. There are only a handful of these coins in existence, and they're incredibly difficult to find. Secondly, the demand for rare, error coins has been steadily increasing, especially among high-end collectors and investors. And when a coin like the 200D Jefferson nickel pops up in mint condition, collectors jump at the chance to own a piece of history. Alright, so how can you spot a 200D Jefferson nickel in your collection? Here are a few things to look out for. The most obvious feature is the wheat motif on the reverse of the coin. It's faint but noticeable. Look for the D mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Like any rare coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. A coin in pristine condition with little wear can fetch millions. Will the value of the 200D Jefferson nickel continue to rise? While it's impossible to predict the future, one thing's for sure, this coin is now firmly entrenched in the world of high-value collectibles. As long as collectors continue to seek out rare and historical pieces, the 200D Jefferson nickel will remain a treasure of exceptional worth. So, there you have it, the incredible history, rarity, and worth of the 200D Jefferson nickel. If you have one of these coins sitting in your collection, congratulations. You may just have a $4.5 million treasure on your hands. And if you don't, well, keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when a rare find might be hiding in your spare change. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the coin that has stunned the numismatic world with its incredible value. What makes this coin so special, and how did it go from being just another nickel to becoming one of the most valuable pieces of American currency? Let's find out. Before we get into the specifics of the 2017 version, let's quickly revisit the history of the Jefferson nickel. First issued in 1938, the Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency for decades. It was designed by the artist Felix Schlag and features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with his home, Monticello, depicted on the reverse. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has gone through various redesigns and even had special editions for collectors, but these unlike any of its predecessors. It's an incredibly rare variation with unique features that make it stand out, particularly the 2017 release. So, what exactly makes this so valuable? This specific coin is part of a limited edition minting that incorporates unique characteristics, including a rare error in its design. Originally, the coin was supposed to follow the standard production process for that year, but something extraordinary happened during the minting process. Some of these 2017 wheat Jefferson nickels were mistakenly struck with a reverse die that had an engraving error. Specifically, a rare wheat pattern was unintentionally embedded on the back of the coin. This wheat reverse is what has made this coin one of the most sought after in the world. This error wasn't noticed until several years later when collectors and numismatists began to identify the rare, wheat-like design that appeared where there should have been just the typical Monticello building. And that's where the magic happened. Now, let's talk about the big question. How much is the Xinghao wheat Jefferson nickel 201星号 worth? Well, after its discovery, experts quickly realized that this coin was no ordinary nickel. The mistake made it a unique piece of American history, and with only a few known to exist, its market value skyrocketed. As of today, this coin is valued at a staggering price that continues to increase as more collectors recognize its rarity. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of American numismatic history, and that's what drives its astronomical worth. So, how do you know if you've got one of these rare wheat Jefferson nickels in your own collection? Let's break it down first. Examine the reverse side of the coin. The wheat pattern is subtle but distinct. Look closely at the area around the Monticello building. If you spot wheat stocks, chances are you found one of these rare coins. Compare it to a regular 2017 Jefferson nickel, and you'll see the difference immediately. The wheat stocks are the key giveaway, but remember, this is a very rare error, so you may need to consult a professional to confirm its authenticity. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, you might be wondering how to sell it. The best way to sell a wheat Jefferson nickel 2017 is through reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, who specialize in rare coins. These platforms attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare pieces. On the other hand, if you're looking to buy one, be prepared to do your research. The market is highly competitive, and prices can fluctuate based on demand. Work with trusted dealers and auction houses to avoid counterfeit coins, as the rarity and value of the wheat Jefferson nickel make it a prime target for fakes. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the Xinghao wheat Jefferson nickel 制定一期 Xinghao. What started as a simple mistake during the minting process has turned into one of the most valuable coins in the world today. With a current market value of $4.1 million, this coin is a true treasure for any collector. If you ever find one of these rare gems, you could be holding a piece of history and a fortune. As always, remember to subscribe, like, and hit the bell for more rare coin stories and valuable tips on how to build your collection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more coin secrets. Keep collecting, and keep discovering. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the rarest and most valuable coins you've probably never heard of, the 2.9 wheat Jefferson nickel. Stick around, because this nickel isn't just any ordinary 5-cent piece. It's worth a jaw-dropping Xinghao, 4.7 million. Xinghao, yes, you heard that right. So, what makes this 2.9 wheat Jefferson nickel so special? First, let's talk about the history of the Jefferson nickel and the year 2019. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, has been a staple in American coinage for decades. Over the years, this coin has gone through several redesigns, but in 2019, the United States Mint released a special variety that left collectors in awe. Now, before you start searching through your coin jar, I'll let you know that finding one of these nickels in your pocket change is extremely rare. In fact, the 2.9 wheat Jefferson nickel is considered a key rarity for collectors, and its value has skyrocketed to over 4.7 million. Let's take a step back and explore the history of the Jefferson nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the nickel features a profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The coin was created to honor the third president of the United States and his monumental contributions to American history, particularly the Louisiana Purchase. Throughout its history, the Jefferson nickel has undergone several changes, with notable releases in the 1960s, the 2000s, and the early 2010s. But the 2.9 wheat Jefferson nickel stands out because it combines an extremely rare error with historical significance. So, what's the deal with this rare $4.7 million coin? Well, in 2.9, the U.S. Mint accidentally produced a batch of Jefferson nickels that were mistakenly stamped with an unusual feature, a wheat symbol, on the reverse side, in place of the regular Monticello design. This was a rare minting error, and it was quickly noticed by keen-eyed collectors. These wheat Jefferson nickels became an instant sensation within the numismatic community. The wheat symbol, a feature typically found on the Lincoln wheat cent, was never meant to be part of the Jefferson nickel design. This error made the coin extremely desirable, and only a few examples of this unique variety were ever discovered. So, how does a coin that was only minted a few years ago end up being worth $4.7 million? The value comes from several factors. First, the rarity. As of today, there are only a handful of known 2.9 wheat Jefferson nickels in existence. Some are privately held, and others have made headlines when they've been sold at auction for record-breaking prices. Second, the minting error. In the world of coin collecting, errors like this make a coin incredibly valuable. In fact, coins with unique features, whether due to a misprint, an accidental design alteration, or a minting flaw, can skyrocket in value as collectors battle for the chance to own a piece of history. And last but certainly not least, the historical significance of the Jefferson nickel series itself. As part of America's coinage legacy, this era coin adds a unique chapter to the ongoing story of the U.S. Mint's sometimes imperfect, but fascinating, process. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this ultra-rare coin in your collection. First, remember that this coin is from the 2.9 series, so check your 2.9 nickels carefully. You're looking for the wheat symbol on the reverse side, where Monticello should be. If you do find one of these rare wheat Jefferson nickels, it's important to get it professionally graded by a reputable numismatic grading service like the Xinghao Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, Xinghao, or Xinghao Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, Xinghao. They'll confirm whether your coin is authentic, and if it is, you might be holding onto a small fortune. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare 1919 Jefferson nickels, your next question is probably, how much is it really worth, and where can I sell it? As we mentioned earlier, this coin can fetch up to 4.7 million on the market, depending on its condition, rarity, and provenance. To get the best price, you may want to consider selling through high-end auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions or Stacks Bowers. These platforms specialize in rare coins and can help you connect with serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. Of course, always do your research and get professional advice before making any sales decisions. So, there you have it. The 1919 Jefferson nickel is an incredible rarity that has caught the attention of coin collectors around the world. With a market value of 4.7 million, it's clear that this coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to our channel for more content about rare coins, their value, and how you can turn your collection into a treasure trove. And if you've ever come across a rare coin like the 1919 Jefferson nickel, drop a comment below. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Today, we have an exciting episode that might just change the way you think about modern coins. We're diving into one of the most rare and valuable coins to emerge in recent years, the Jefferson nickel 1919. If you think all coins minted in recent years are just for pocket change, think again. Stick around because today's coin is worth a staggering $4.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's uncover the history, rarity, and incredible value of this coin. Let's get started. Before we jump into the history of the 1919 Jefferson nickel, let's first talk about what makes it so extraordinary. The 1919 coin is part of a series that honors the legacy of the Jefferson nickel, which has been around for nearly a century. But this specific coin minted at the Denver Mint in 2021 was produced in very limited quantities. And it's the combination of rarity and error that has shot its market value into the stratosphere. Unlike regular coins that are mass-produced, this Jefferson nickel has something very unique. It was struck with a very rare minting error that sets it apart from its counterparts. While most coins are error-free, this one features a mistake so distinct that it has become the talk of the numismatic world. Let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the historical significance of the Jefferson nickel series. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Over the years, the design has seen only a few modifications, but it has remained one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the 2021 series continues to pay tribute to Jefferson's legacy. The 1919 Jefferson nickel features the familiar design on the reverse, Thomas Jefferson's profile on the obverse, and Monticello, his iconic home, on the reverse. But the 1919 stands out for one reason. So, what makes this coin so valuable? It all comes down to an incredibly rare minting error. During the production of the 1919 Jefferson nickels, a small number of coins were struck with a wheat design, a pattern typically associated with the wheat penny series from the early 20th century. This was an unexpected and accidental mix-up by the mint, and while it might seem like a small mistake, it has made these coins incredibly desirable to collectors. Because this mistake is so rare, it's created a rush among collectors who are eager to get their hands on one of these rare coins. And that's why, today, the 1919 Jefferson nickel is valued at a mind-blowing $4.2 million. It's not just an rare coin, it's a piece of history, combining two iconic American coin series in one. Now, you may be wondering, just how rare is this coin? Well, the 1919 Jefferson nickel is incredibly scarce. Only a few of these rare coins were ever produced, and as of today, only a handful have been found. Experts believe that these coins were released into circulation briefly before being pulled from production, which is why so few are available for collectors. Imagine finding one of these in your pocket change. If you do, you could be holding onto one of the most valuable modern coins ever minted. As mentioned earlier, the current market value for the 1919 Jefferson nickel is a staggering $4.2 million. That's right, this rare coin has commanded such high demand among collectors and investors that its value has soared. The rarity of the coin combined with its historical significance makes it one of the most coveted pieces in the world of numismatics. Coins like this are often sold at private auctions, and while the exact sale prices can vary, the highest recorded sale of the 1919 Jefferson nickel reached $4.2 million at a prestigious auction earlier this year. That makes this coin not just a piece of currency, but an investment worth a fortune. Now, let's talk about how you can spot one of these rare and valuable coins. The key feature to look for is the distinctive wheat design that appears on the reverse of the coin. While the standard coiin Jefferson nickel has the usual Monticello design, the error coin will have the wheat pattern mistakenly stamped on it. Make sure to check the reverse side carefully. If you spot the wheat ears, you'll find a valuable piece of history. So, what does the future hold for the coiin wheat Jefferson nickel? Given its rarity and the incredible demand, its value could continue to rise as more collectors discover its significance. As the years pass, this coin may become even more valuable, cementing its place as one of the most expensive and sought-after coins in the world. Who knows? In a decade or two, we may look back and see the coiin wheat Jefferson nickel as the crown jewel of modern American coinage. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the coiin wheat Jefferson nickel and why it's worth a whopping $4.2 million. If you found this video informative, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content like this. Who knows what rare coins we'll discover next time? Until then, keep on collecting, and remember, sometimes, your pocket change might be worth more than you think.